What's up, everybody? It's your host, Mike Mack.
And it's your boy Curtis, a.k.a. the Carolina Smash. Thank you for not interrupting me.
Whatever. We're going to give it that at some point.
It's going to be a t-shirt.
Whatever. This time, we're going to be having this episode dedicated to Naruto.
A.k.a. the greatest shonen anime in the history of anime. And I can see your face looking at me like you was talking all kinds of bullshit right now. But hey, don't sleep on my ninja way.
So, the point of this episode is really just to talk about some of the things that we liked about Naruto, some of the things we disliked, and, just to point out some flaws and also point out some high points of it. We'll mainly just be talking about favorite characters, what we think of the story overall, and also where does it influence, or how much does it influence some of the new age shonens that we see nowadays, outside of Boruto, because I don't think anybody wants to talk about that disgrace.
Okay, first of all, I'm hearing that Boruto is getting better. That new opening for Boruto is straight fire. I put it in the honorable mentions in the last podcast. I feel like you just need to give it one more chance when it does the manga.
I gave Boruto 30 episodes of chances, so no. Yeah.
But you gave One Piece 800 episodes.
No, it's not 100 episodes of chances. It's 800 episodes of like pure greatness.
Oh, I know.
So, I gave One Piece one chance, and that's all I needed to be enchanted for the rest of the series.
Oh, man, but with Naruto though, I think I said in the first episode my favorite character was Sasuke and Pain. Are we talking about original Naruto only, or we're going to Shippuden?
No, we're talking about the whole story. Technically, Naruto isn't even. I don't get the whole Shippuden thing, because the time skip thing was stupid. That was stupid. You didn't have to change the whole way of the thing. Could have just stuck like the manga. The manga is Naruto beginning and end. It didn't really change that much from Naruto in the beginning to Naruto Shippuden in the end, except for the war arc.
I mean, I'm kind of glad they split it in two shows. That way I could have put two Naruto openings in my top 10 without cheating.
Yeah, you get the cheat. But,
that's not cheating. It's two separate shows.
Just like everything else. It's not like with Dragon Ball, where you went from fighting like demon monsters to Dragon Ball Z, where you went to fighting aliens, to Dragon Ball Super, where you went to fighting intergalactic superhuman beings.
First of all, if Dragon Ball can have like 20 different games saying the same story, my Naruto could have two different shows.
What is a video game in it? We getting on topic.
Oh, yes.
So, just to start off on it, we'll talk about our favorite characters. Curtis, you like the show a lot more than I do, so you can start.
All right, true. Well, like I said, I think in the first episode, my favorite characters are Sasuke and Pain, but top character will always be Sasuke. Mainly because, especially in Shippuden, Sasuke, whenever he was on screen, shit always got real. Something was always going down.
Especially when he was on screen with Lee, because shit got real because he got that ass handed to him.
Yes, he did. He did get his ass beat. Bruh. Goddamn. Lord. That shit hurt.
That man said, I'll use my shotgun. Wait,
still
what
got
happens?
waxed.
Wait, I can't find out what type of jutsu he's using. And then Lee was like, yeah, you can't copy that real nigga jutsu.
Okay, but hold on. Yeah, he did get his ass beat by Lee. But during the tuning exams, this man basically became a better version of Lee in a matter of a couple of weeks.
This man, Lee said, what you trying to copy? My realness? Boy, you ain't on that level yet.
It took Sasuke a couple of weeks to do what took Lee years.
He said you're going to have to get that dirt little dot in your eye for you can copy me, son.
Bruh.
That was before Sasuke got the third little thing in his
eyes. Yeah.
He only had the two. Oh, man.
And now Sasuke can stomp pretty much anybody he wants.
Oh, man. Except for Naruto.
Hey, it was a draw.
Any other characters you got?
Also Pain from the Akatsuki. I guess I kind of keep Pain and Nagato separate. I know they're the same person, but I feel like Pain was kind of like a character Nagato was portraying, and that in itself became a character. I mean, Pain by himself is a character in the Naruto games, separate from Nagato, so I want to keep them separate.
Yeah, I thought that was, but that was with the, that was because you had Nagato reanimated.
But the reason I like Pain, because Pain, same thing with Sasuke, when Pain was on screen, shit was getting real. I mean, spoilers, but to be fair, it's been years, if you haven't seen it yet. He killed Jiraiya. He kind of killed Kakashi. I mean, if he didn't bring Kakashi back, Kakashi would have stayed dead.
Yeah, so Kakashi was dead.
He technically beat Naruto. If it wasn't for Hinata intervening, Naruto would have lost.
Man, that was that last second cheating shit.
Bruh.
Shinra Tensei, then he pulled him into him. Naruto had that fight.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't. But either way, though.
He lost. He technically lost. It was for his wife, by the way. Best girl. Came in and saved the day.
Do disagree?
I thought you was going to for a second. I was looking at you like, what you
like Hinata.
Okay.
Like a lot. Like,
I swear,
she literally had more development than the main female protagonist, Sakura.
Say, if you was like, nah, Sakura is best girl in Naruto, Hinata.
I like Sakura. She's cool or whatever. I mean, I don't give her all the hate that the rest of like anime fans do.
She gets way too much hate.
Like, way too much hate.
Bruh, like, she was a simp before the term simp was a thing.
I mean, it's not her fault that Kishimoto didn't know how to write women correctly. I never really put that on her specifically, so I thought that was weird. But, hey man, you done yet?
Am I done? No, I'm kidding, I'm done.
Alright, cool. So, for me, my favorite characters would always be Kakashi. I mean, is there any other real explanation for Kakashi but Kakashi? I mean, the fact that he always trolled people about that mask was like good enough for me.
I mean, bro, like he
could
have been the protagonist. Yeah.
Yeah, you remember the episode when Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura spent like an entire day
just trying to figure out what he looks like,
trying to get his mask off.
At the other end, it's like it's another mask.
Like, this dude is a troll, and then it turns out you actually got to see his face like 4 different times in the show. And he was just disguised as somebody else, but you never knew because he has like that mole on his face, and you're just like, oh, cool, he has a beauty mark. That's cool. That was funny. So,
see, my thing with Kakashi, man, like, this man had a very tragic backstory.
That was the main thing for me, man. Like, Kakashi is just somebody who, at first, you just saw him as, I ain't gonna lie, like episode, was it 2 or 3 when we got introduced with the exam, with the little test thing, the bell test.
That should have been that was episode 2.
Yeah, so at episode 2, when you got Kakashi, and then, you know, like, Naruto tries to fight him, and he uses that BS taijutsu that he thought he had, and Kakashi's just blocking him while reading a book. He didn't even look at Naruto to block him. He didn't look at any of them to stop him. Like, he literally just completely bench pressed all of them while reading porn.
What was that jutsu where he stuck his fingers up Naruto's
1,000
butt?
years of death. Like, seriously, he did some pedo stuff, and Cartoon Network didn't even take it off.
They didn't.
And this is back in prime, just making sure everything was just so child friendly. But apparently poking children in their ass as a grown man was perfectly fine with Cartoon Network.
I think my favorite Kakashi moment, well, at least in part 1, was after Naruto and Sasuke's fight in the rooftop, which was still a pretty cool fight. Sasuke kind of got bitch when he saw the power comparisons. But afterwards, he tied Sasuke up, and as he lectured him, I think Sasuke said something on the lines of, what if I killed the most important people to you? And with a smile on his face, he's like, you could, but all those people have already been killed.
Well, I mean, that's kind of a flex on Sasuke, because Sasuke thought he was about like trying to feel all badass and stuff. Like, oh yeah, I'll just kill like everybody that you love. And yeah, he's like, you thought if they were still alive, you'd be able to do that. I think that's what he was laughing at most. Like, bro, you couldn't even beat Lee off the hands. Cause like, you think you was gonna beat my homies, cuz?
Okay. Well, first of all, at that point, he could.
No, at that point, they would have been grown ass people.
No, I mean after that first fight with Naruto, Sasuke could take on Lee. He literally
okay, but we're talking about Jonin at this point. Like, Obito would have been a Jonin, Rin would have been a Jonin, and I mean, sure, she would have still been a female character in Naruto, so not that helpful.
I mean, she did medical ninjutsu, right?
Yeah, so I mean, she still would have been able to beat Sasuke off the hands. So
that is true.
As a Jonin, because I mean, they made sure in the first Naruto, Jonin were respected. Like, you was like, I couldn't see Sasuke taking Kurenai.
Bro, that is true, cause like, okay, you see all like these powerful Genin, like Neji, Gaara, and you see like, bro, as powerful as they were, they could not handle people like Kakashi and Guy.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, that's why Kakashi was one of the main people that first solidified you for like understanding the power of a Jonin, because not only was Kakashi powerful, but he was also pretty wise. And you just liked how you fit that dynamic of those three so well. Because as much as everybody don't really talk about the first Naruto, or at least the first segment of Naruto, it was really successful in actually building a camaraderie between Kakashi, Sakura, Sasuke, and Naruto.
Yeah, like even though like they kind of bickered, you knew that they was a team. They was willing to, die for each other.
Hurt so much when Sasuke left, and it also hurt because you got to see Kakashi at the end of it just be kind of like really disappointed in himself because you're like, man, Kakashi, like, and you put effort into Sasuke, dude.
Exactly, bro. Watching like their team like basically decay in front of our eyes as a little kid. I got emotional sometimes.
Yeah, man. Bump all these kids right now going in and watching Naruto, and they're like, "Oh, Naruto is the best thing ever! Oh my god!" You know what I'm saying? Like y'all doing that jump when it was originally written and just popping.
Like, y'all wasn't there.
Yeah, I mean, you like 10. This kid is like 3 years older than you, dealing with all this stuff. I'm like, get out of my face, child. But yeah, so Kakashi definitely one of my favorites, especially moving on into Shippuden, where you see just how much he grows into himself, and he starts to have to face his background and face his history and overcome his history. It's one of my favorite things in storytelling, when characters overcome their shortcomings. So, just seeing that and how much it affected him and how much he grew from it, loved that. And I have to say, my second favorite character, probably Jiraiya.
Actually, that's pretty interesting. I wouldn't have guessed.
Yeah. I mean, I like Jiraiya when he was introduced because he was this funny character. Jiraiya was funny
He was
as
funny.
hell when he was introduced. I mean, you saw Naruto chase him everywhere.
The pervy sage.
And then when he was running away from Naruto, and then they see, he transformed into that fat koala bear statue thing, and then he thought he had tricked Naruto, but Naruto got him, and he was like, "Oh damn!" It was so funny.
There's one issue I have with Jiraiya, and I think I want to talk about. It's not a plot hole, but I think I want to discuss it when we ever get towards our problems with Naruto, because there was something that when Itachi was facing off against Sasuke. Well, not facing off, whooping Sasuke's ass. Jiraiya came and saved the day, and Itachi said, like, "Oh, we need to leave Kisame because he's stronger than I am. He's stronger than both of us." But I want to talk more about that when we get to like our issues with it, because
that's also another reason why I like Jiraiya, because when you first meet him, it's like real funny and stuff, and then you find out like, oh, he's a sage, and when you hear the word sage, it's like it just separated him instantly from the rest of the ninjas. So you're like, okay, so he's not just a ninja, he's a ninja plus some extra stuff. Mm-hmm. So I was like, that's cool. And then later on, you find out he's one of the top 3 legendary ninja of the Leaf. I'm like, what? And yet he still couldn't teach Naruto nothing but the Rasengan. I'm like,
hey, okay, first, wait, he's no, he taught Naruto more than that.
He taught Naruto how to pull up with frogs and the spiral of balls.
No, I think like Jiraiya's teachings was more like wisdom and spiritual based rather than actual
Naruto
attacks.
still came back as a dumbass. So,
but yeah, I think he was wiser still.
Taught Naruto his 7 times tables. Like, come on, man. Or at least to the 9.
Or like he tried to help him control the Nine Tails.
Alright, chakra. I mean, he could have learned some wind-based style attacks by that. He didn't even know what his chakra nature was. 2 years, and it never crossed Jiraiya's mind. I mean, like, hey, what wind style do you use? I can use multiple, but what do you use?
I mean, Naruto was still classified as a Genin.
Like, that's just it was always funny. But I just love Jiraiya so much as just the character himself, and then I also love the fact that he came in as pretty much like a surrogate grandfather to Naruto. I mean, he technically is his godfather. Or grandfather, whatever. So he's technically his godfather. He trained Minato, so you find out that Minato is such a badass because of Jiraiya. And then, just that relationship he had with Naruto and the fact that it led to such a powerful emotional moment with his death, and also with just Naruto having to cope with that.
Yeah.
It just hurt.
And plus, I think it was his death was kind of poetic in a way, because he technically died from his student, and his passive pains was people that Jiraiya met on his journey, each person. I think the only person that wasn't part of Jiraiya's journey was the female pain, just because that was the replacement for the pain that Jiraiya, I guess, destroyed.
Oh, well, I mean, I was pretty sure that it was probably one of the chicks that Yahiko clapped back in the days. I mean, I'm pretty sure Yahiko was getting some.
Okay, why would Nagato keep the dead body of a girl that Yahiko clapped.
Why not? I mean, it's remembrance of your buddy. Like, oh man, his semen was somewhere in you, girl. Probably behind like your wisdom teeth or something.
That would be so weird. Like, what if I kept like your ex's dead body?
Hey,
she's still alive, by the way. She's not dead.
Because that'd be just your homeboys, and if I was dead, I'd be very touched. I mean, a little bit weirded out, but
I was saying you would look down at me like, bro, Kurt, you weird as fuck, bro.
I would, but at the same time, though, whatever. Either way, the theories aside, you know, Jiraiya just in himself was just like a very good character, very well written character. He was famous, he was legendary. He had his tales, and it kind of matched because I mean, by himself, well, technically by himself with him and two frogs. You know, he handled his own against 7 pains and took down what?
He took down 3 initially.
Yeah, he took down 3. It completely incapacitated one of them, but they couldn't even be revived. So, I mean, when he had trapped that one pain in the frog mouth and that toad's mouth, and then he just hit him with the Rasengans, and Toad just like burped. I was like, I mean, that last fight with Jiraiya, he went out like a G.
Bro, the whole time I kept thinking like, nah, he's gonna come out of it. He's gonna come out of it. And then we went to the bottom of the sea. I'm like,
yeah, it kind of sucked. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Damn.
But
and you know what's bad? I think Tsunade placed a bet because if you don't know, Tsunade was a horrible gambler. For the first time, she was right, and I don't think she wanted to be right.
Yeah, because she won like a bunch of money, and that's when she got really worried because she had like a bunch of bets that she had on, and she never actually bet, because the thing was, like, when Jiraiya left for the mission, he was like, well, why don't you bet that I'll die, and then I'll be sure to come back. But she never actually said it.
I thought she accepted the bet. I
think it was just like a little thing, but Jiraiya was teasing her and stuff, and she was just like, yeah, whatever. And then,
but I think she accepted it because, like, she always loses. So
what happened was she started winning a whole bunch of other bets, so it let her know something bad was going to happen. So, because, like, I think she pulled out, like, a gambling card or, like, a lottery ticket that was in her drawer. And she checked, like, some other luck things, and her luck was good. And that's how she started realizing, like, uh-oh, something bad about to happen. So,
hey, bro, I just realized something. My favorite character killed your favorite character, and my other favorite character almost killed your favorite character. Because Sasuke almost killed Kakashi. I'm sorry, he almost killed him. You wanna know when? It was like right before the war started, when all of them was together. This is when Sakura tried to kill Sasuke and failed.
I think that was Kishimoto's funniest moment. He's like, hey, you know what'd be funny? Sakura tried to kill Sasuke.
And during that time, he actually faced off against Kakashi too. And when he about to hit him with that Susanoo arrow, if Kakashi didn't have the Sharingan, he even stated he would have died.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, if Kakashi didn't have the Sharingan, he would have died against Zabuza. So
yeah, but this is like his student though, man. It's like
Kakashi this is a student that was trained by another Sanin. That was a pedophile.
He was. Bro, I still remember there was questions like whether Orochimaru was a guy or a girl.
Yeah, Orochimaru, the Naruto version of Frieza.
Bro, how did he get a son? Like,
look, man, we don't talk about these types of things. Let's move on into what we think about.
I can't, man.
I don't want to think about that. All right.
Oh wait, I do have one question. One last question. Do you think Jiraiya is gonna come back to life?
I mean, apparently right now in the Boruto manga, they have a character who I guess strongly resembles Jiraiya in some of the ways that he's maneuvering around the village. Seems that he has inside information on the village. So, I mean, it'd be a cool twist, especially for somebody to take out Naruto. Cause I mean, who else is that better to take out Naruto than Jiraiya?
I mean, I just hope they do it right, because Jiraiya was just one of those deaths. It's kind of like, I compare Jiraiya's death like Uncle Ben's death in Spider-Man. Like, it would suck if he just came back and just he just came back.
I can agree with you, but I mean, if he comes back as a villain,
that would be dope.
It would be cool, because then it'd be like.
But we have to know his reasoning as to why become a villain.
Well, I mean, if he was revived, he probably might have been brain damaged for some of that stuff. Who knows?
Brain controlled.
Yeah, so if he's mind controlled, that's one thing or whatever. I mean, he might have been mad. Like, hey, man, I went out and died. Ain't nobody came to get me from the ocean. I wanted a burial.
Okay, who the fuck was gonna swim all the way down
Hey,
there?
man, they had water ninjutsu.
Okay, first of all, if that was the case, Kabuto would have did that to revive him with Edo Tensei.
Kabuto forgot about Jiraiya. That's
No,
all
he
it
didn't.
is.
He just couldn't get to his body.
Whatever. So we're gonna move off of these questions and these theories, and we're just gonna go into overall what we think about Naruto in general. So, Curtis, you went first last time. I get to go first.
Okay.
So, what did I think about Naruto? Probably my, I'll say, 4th favorite shonen, and probably 9th favorite anime of all time. If I'm being nice, it's probably lower. Whatever. So overall with Naruto, I'd have to say it was actually one of my favorite stories growing up, especially for me because at that point when Naruto showed up, that's when One Piece had went off air in America. So I thought I was losing my favorite show. Then I gained another show where I was like, oh, ninjas, that's so cool. And you know what I mean, like, and no matter what you say, if you the hardest gangster out here in these streets, or if you just the nicest person out there in Beverly Hills, everybody loves a good ninja story. I mean, just secret shadowy assassins that come out and kill you, all that good stuff with the shurikens and the kunais and stuff like that, the hand signs or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I do think gang signs are made up of hand signs. So
probably so, like some bloods.
Yeah,
probably watch Naruto like, guys, I got it.
Yeah, I just like heard some old ninja stories and was like, yo, these dudes used to twist their fingers for some reason. Like, where else would niggas get up with that shit from? Whatever. So what nigga would be like, yo man, twist your fingers like this, cuz like nobody would have thought about that. So, you know, when it comes to just, you know, that part of like seeing a ninja story, it was really cool. And then you got to see a brighter side to a ninja life, you know, where it wasn't just war and devastation. You just got to see ninja kids be kids. And I really enjoyed that part because Naruto as a slice of life, it's pretty successful. The slice of life episodes with the filler parts was pretty funny.
I think it was my favorite slice of life.
I really like the end of it with the wedding part, you know, where you got to get some shine on the other characters to see what they're going to do, because Naruto really wasn't a part of those last 20 episodes.
Yeah, that was the other characters.
Yeah, so they really shine. I actually liked how they did that at the end. I mean, 2 of those episodes were just ass. I think
which 2?
The one where it was Lee and Tintin, who, by the way, upgraded a lot in the postseason.
Yes.
Like, Tintin, I mean, nobody cared about Tintin. But when she pulled up with the Chung Lee look,
her glow up,
I was like, yo, all you needed to do to make Tintin, like, matter was make her look like Chung Lee. Like, okay, I'm with it. But, yeah, that episode where her and Lee had to escort, like, the Kages, and you had Gaara and them try to figure out a gift. It's kind of boring. I did love the one with Tamari and Shikamaru.
You talking about Tamari? Thought Shikamaru was trying to smash.
Man, look, he was trying to shadow possess that ass, boy. He wasn't playing. He knew what he wanted. Mm-hmm. He knew what he wanted. He was just trying to be tactful about it.
And low-key, Tamari, she wanted it too. She knew it. She went in there.
She knew what was going to happen.
It was done.
So I like those episodes a lot, especially as a slice of life thing, because it was just nice to see, like, yeah, your life would be in danger and stuff like that, but at the same time, though, you know, it was nice to see them relax and be people. As far as the slice of life goes, it was good. I enjoyed most of those filler arcs, except for like maybe a couple of them that just was just long-winded and boring. As far as the battle portion of it goes, I mean, as we all know, Studio Pierrot isn't the best animation studio at all. Why did they have to pick up Black Clover? Whatever. So actually, Black Clover is doing pretty nice with that animation.
I mean, like I said, the openings still fire.
I mean, it definitely did an upgrade from the Naruto openings, especially from like that 12th one or something.
Bro, why'd I say that? And like, I feel like someone's gonna be like, "Wait a minute, Curtis, you don't have any Black Clover in your top 10." Like, it's 11. I'm sorry.
Hey man, stop going back to other episodes. We focusing on Naruto right now. And back to the battle part of it. I mean, I did enjoy a lot of those fights. I mean, Sasuke versus Naruto, any of them were really good. Because, I mean, Sasuke always gave Naruto them hands.
I still like their first fights at the valley at the end.
Nah, man, my favorite one for them is at the hospital.
Really?
Sasuke,
I feel like it was like a taste of what was to come.
Sasuke was giving Naruto shadow clones the hands.
Bro, I feel like you be sleeping on Naruto's taijutsu.
Nah, bro, that man sucks at taijutsu.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't suck.
Good.
He's basic level.
Bro, he could keep up with Sasuke a little bit.
He couldn't even keep up with Sakura, low key. Sakura pushed him one good time. Like legit, let's be honest. If Sakura punched him one good time, no Nine Tails cloak, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you remember when Sakura punched the ground in the war, and then next thing you know, Naruto was just still afraid. And I'm like, nigga, you like Jesus right now. Why are you afraid?
I mean, that is true. That is
Sasuke
true.
was just looking like, I apologize. Like, yeah, bro. Like,
I mean, I guess they were just doing that to boost her ego up a little bit.
After that, it's no wonder Sasuke decided to give her the D. She was probably like, give me the D, and he was just like, that was a mountain. Okay,
even though, like, as you know, before I say anything, I'll just say why I like Naruto, just because that was the true first anime I like got into. That was like my gateway. I've seen stuff like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh, but that was like on the Saturday morning cartoon, so it was the dub was more kiddish.
Pokemon
this was like the true.
Pokemon was an everyday thing.
Really?
I think so.
I don't know, but I just think Naruto was just like the true first anime for me. Like, it taught me so many lessons, but now I had to give up on my dreams. And like, some of my friends are rivals, so I respect the whole Sasuke Naruto rivalry. And as far as fights goes, come on now, Lee versus Gaara is easily top 10 anime fights in history.
Right? Yeah, but is Sasuke versus Deidara top 10 anime fights?
I think that fight actually, like, that's one of my favorite Naruto fights. I think it's just a sleeper hit to me. It's like, it's kind of underrated. I feel like people don't give that fight enough attention, because bro, that whole fight is just the scientific method.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good fight. So as far as the battle part goes, a lot of it made sense with how they won, and I liked how in the beginning it was a lot of team battles, and then it kind of turned into big one-on-one fights. I ain't gonna lie to you, one of my favorite things is actually Guy versus Kisame. I think people sleep with them jumps. Guy used to give Kisame the hands.
He did.
He would go in there with the boxing.
Guy beat him like three times
and never remembered who in the hell he was. He's like, don't I know you? Like, bro, you gave me the hands. Don't I know you? You gave me the hands.
So bad. Like, how do you not remember
like
a person who's classified as like a tailless tail beast in power?
Yeah. You know, actually, what I think is actually kind of funny about Naruto?
What?
How is it that the second generation of ninjas got all this pussy, but none of the generations before did?
What you mean?
Ruka ain't get no ass. Kakashi ain't get no ass.
Kakashi did.
What ass Kakashi got?
I could swear he almost got some.
That was filler.
That don't mean shit.
That was filler, bro. That wasn't canon, and he never got none afterwards. Like, how are you a whole Hokage?
First of all, he kind of killed the person he was probably gonna end up with.
Nah, bro, it would have been just like Naruto and Sasuke and them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Ren was all, oh my gosh, Kakashi, and then Obito would have pulled up with like one good fireball jutsu. It was just like, yeah, I'm pretty hot, ain't I? And then this, Ren would have been like, ooh, Obito, and then he would have been like, ooh, popping it, whatever. Who knows? But I just thought that was always funny when I'm watching it and I'm looking at Boruto. I'm like, how do all these people have children except for Kiba? And
man.
And
it's no love.
And yet you telling me Kakashi is gangster, and actually, let's be honest, a handsome character. He is.
Like he wears a mask most of the time.
Guy makes sense. Guy is crippled.
He can still get some.
Kurenai, she's the only one.
Okay, first of all, you're saying because Guy's crippled. If Nightwing can get with Oracle, Guy can get with somebody.
Whatever. But,
so
you got me with that one. I ain't gonna lie to you. You got me pretty good with that one. But it's just weird because it's like, you know what I'm saying? Kakashi, cool dude. He was a Hokage. He's rich. He's retired at the age of like 40. Nah, probably like 35.
Okay, let's say this. Let's say this. Kakashi got girls off screen. How about that?
I can agree with that. Okay. He's just a bachelor.
Oh man, but I want to go back to fights really quick. There's one fight that for some reason I like more for story than for the actual fight itself, and that's Neji versus Hinata. Because for Hinata,
you just mean, bro.
How's that mean?
You just mean, bro.
How's that mean?
Cause you know what happened to Hinata.
Okay. She held her own for like the first few seconds.
She held on for like maybe a minute. Let's be nice. Let's give her 60 seconds.
But the reason why I like the fight is because that was the first time she really stepped up to the plate. Thanks to Naruto, she stepped up to the plate.
Yo, that draws no jutsu is good in the reverse too, boy.
Because at first, man, she was about to just lose by Neji's words. Like,
hey, yo, facts. I ain't gonna lie, but Neji completely just
deconstruct her,
everything about her. He's like, oh, I see how you're looking in the corner, remembering the past. I was like, damn, bro, how you tell all this?
Even when she like put her finger towards her lip, he like, oh, I caught that too.
I mean, that joke, I have to admit though, that was one of my most disappointing things with Naruto because I don't know, it felt like the only clan they really dug into was either the Uchiha or the Senju, and I mean the whole Uzumaki line because I mean Karin, Naruto, Nagato, Kushina, they were all Uzumakis, and you tell me nobody wanted to be like, hey, you know you killed your cousin, like, oh damn, what? Like I didn't kill him though. I just beat him and he died. He took a nap and then he didn't wake up.
He took a nap. He took a nap.
Like I really didn't kill my cousin. He just took a nap and I was like, hey Nagato, hey Cuzzo. And then Konan was like, nah, you killed your cousin. I was like, nah, I ain't killed my cousin. He was supposed to wake up. So
wow.
But they like nobody mentioned that. Like, come on now. Karin turned out to be a Uzumaki, but nobody wanted. That was never brought up to Naruto. You know what I'm saying? And Naruto is a Uzumaki.
She has a very interesting power.
Yeah, it's like fetish no jutsu.
I mean, hey, it's pretty. Her power is low key pretty broken.
Yo,
she can heal pretty much almost any injury.
Fetish no jutsu. You eat her out and you
okay, no.
You eat her out and next thing you know, you all back to back to normal and horny.
See, I thought you said this is a PG podcast.
Bruh, you gotta admit that joke was weird. Just like Sasuke, take a bite. Like, huh? Sasuke, you're almost all of your internal organs are destroyed by Killer Bee. Take a bite out my arm.
Instantly healed.
I'd have been sitting there like, bitch, I ain't trying to get horny. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, no, it will heal you. I promise. What? Oh, it works. What if I smash? Like, I just thought that was weird. So, I don't know. But as a whole series, though, with Naruto, when you mix in everything from the lore, the story, some of the connections, which, I mean, I get a lot of people who don't like the whole thing with Kaguya. Naruto was mainly a lore story because, I mean, you had the lore of the village. You know how they had multiple fights and big climactic world wars and stuff, like the Great Ninja War between 3 different nations. And it's also, I also like how they brought in the other Kages and you got to see them work together, but still have that feel of like, all right, we gonna probably betray y'all later. But then thanks to Naruto, it was like, kind of real. All right, we won't betray y'all no more. You know what I'm saying? Because at the beginning, when they introduced the Kage and they arguing, you know, and Danzo was there, and Danzo was like, I don't trust any of you. I was like, Danzo, you got a point there. I don't trust
I
neither.
Trust neither one of them.
I mean, I literally just had a war with the Tsuchikage like 10 years ago.
Especially like the Mizukage?
Well, how's she not married?
I know, right? But I mean, technically, I know she said like I guess they reformed the Mist Village, but beforehand, bro, just to pass the tuning exam, you have to kill people. Well, you kill people anyways.
I ain't gonna lie, though. You gotta, but hey, be honest though. When Zabuza was like, yeah, when we had to become ninja, you had to kill all the rest of your classmates, people that you played with, and people that you grew up with and trained with. And I just got to say, it felt so good. And I was like, whoa. I was like, yo, bro, that's not creepy to you? Like,
little side notes. I'm so glad how much Naruto has influenced other shows because, like, a good example, part in Black Clover.
Man, we gonna talk about
this
that
like little side thing. There's a little thing in Black Clover where like a guy from the Diamond Kingdom had to kill everybody else.
He didn't enjoy it though.
He did. That's the only difference. He didn't enjoy it.
You know, they had to completely bring whatever. As a whole, Naruto was okay. All right, it was
man, to me, Naruto is it's a great gateway show if you're trying to get into anime, or like if, let's say, around that time, the big 3 was huge, you know, between Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece. If One Piece wasn't your cup of tea, or Bleach wasn't, I think Naruto would be a good substitute.
First of all, that's weird to me. Like, if One Piece isn't your cup of tea, which I can understand, One Piece is an acquired taste. You have to like that form of childish humor because, Luffy was pretty childish. I mean, you had the whole thing with him on the boat and then riding around with Kobe, especially if you could deal with Kobe. Like, Kobe is One Piece's Asta. Because Kobe in the beginning was so annoying. I enjoyed so much when Luffy just wailed on him for like 5 minutes. I was like, yes, whoop his ass. Oh, I hate that little bitch. But, you know what I'm saying? But with Bleach, I just always thought that was weird that somebody was like, oh, I love Naruto. Oh, what do you think about Bleach? I don't like Bleach. Why? Like, you literally had a kid who was a who was a delinquent but smart. And like, oh, well, I just didn't like the characters. It's like, really? You didn't like the deaf god who pulled up and like bound Ichigo? Oh, I didn't like Ichigo. You didn't like Ichigo, who was actually like kicking ass and being nice?
Yeah, but some people don't like Ichigo. And by the way, I know we're off topic. Consider this like the mid-credit scene, like, you know, like Marvel does in their movies. They put like a little mid-credit scene in their movies. This is it. This is like for our future episodes when we talk about One Piece and Bleach. But like, I'll say one thing about Ichigo, and then I'll go back to Naruto. The only reason I didn't like Ichigo is that I never really sensed a goal.
Yeah, I mean, you don't sense a goal later on, but the goal was always to protect his friends. So
I feel like it needs to be more than that. I want him to become something in the end.
I mean, the story of Bleach was cool because of the fact that it revolved actually around the Soul Society. So you got to get that lore. That lore is what made it interesting. But yeah, I just never got that when people would be like, oh yeah, I like this loud ninja kid that pulls pranks and, you know, really sucks at a lot of things, but turns out he's not actually all that bad. And it's also not his fault because he has this huge, gigantic demon monster sitting inside of him that wants to kill him and eat him. But yet if he dies, then the fox dies with him. I like animals. Like, that's the only thing you can say with Naruto. Somebody's like, oh, why do you like Naruto? Oh, because I like foxes.
I mean, what does the fox say?
Shut up.
Yeah, we got your dead memes over here.
I don't know. I just always thought that was weird.
But one of the biggest things I love about Naruto is, to me, Naruto, out of any shonen anime, and this is my opinion, has the best character development in all of shonen, to me. Like, each character kind of has his own chance to shine. Like, they have an obstacle. And because of the obstacle, that like binds their character, and then they face off against Naruto. They see the error of their ways, and they finally become chill people. Like, look at Neji, for instance, thinking that like, oh, because I wasn't in the main family, I'm just a piece of shit. I'm expendable. Like, y'all can just kill me whenever y'all want, really. So what I'm gonna do is just say, fuck y'all. I'm gonna still be the best with my own hard work and genius. And Naruto proved that. Even, like, you don't have to be bound at all. And then when you go with Gaara was a psychopath. Let's be real, he was a psychopath. But after a while, you see Naruto, someone who experienced pretty much the same stuff. I don't think a family member tried to kill Naruto.
Yeah, Naruto was never assassinated.
Yeah, but
they didn't try to assassinate Naruto.
They still kind of had the same backstory.
I'm gonna touch on that in some of my issues.
But after like meeting Naruto, and as you get to see a little bit of his story, Gaara realized, hey, maybe I can be like that. Maybe I can love and be loved and be a good person to others, be like a symbol to others. And in the end, he became that symbol. And go back to Neji, after Neji fights Naruto and he gets the truth, he finally like accepts Hinata, and they finally become an actual family, and he becomes a better person.
And useless.
He's not useless. He's not useless.
That's why he died. So,
oh, hey man, we can't have two characters with the same powers.
Whatever, man.
Why you think Guy got crippled? That's not funny, but god dang, we can't have two characters with the same powers. That's why they chose Neji as a sacrifice.
Right. That's why they stole Kakashi's eye. You only need one Sharingun after
right,
this war.
He should have kept the Sharingun.
After 30 Sharinguns we use, we only gonna keep one after this war. Whatever. But so overall, as you get to hear from both of us, I mean, Curtis likes Naruto more than I do. So, I mean, he has more brighter things to say about it. Me personally, I've seen other anime before Naruto started. Shouts to Adult Swim back in the day. So, I mean, I had Inuyasha as a really good form of slice of life and stuff. I mean, I had Code Geass for more strategic things. One Piece definitely for the battles. I mean, I still like One Piece fights better than Naruto fights, to be honest with you.
I'm sorry, bro. I think Naruto fights are
I'm
better
sorry,
than One Piece.
That Alabasta fight with Zoro and Mr. One, and you saw him just like slash the tree and then like slash the rock, and then the rock completely got demolished. I remember when I was a kid, I was like, you just cut to a rock.
I mean, to me, like the reason why I like Naruto fights better than One Piece is because, I mean, not counting the end when they just went all Dragon Ball on us. But a lot of the fights, they really had to think about what they're doing, and that is more strategy based. One Piece has strategy battles, but not to the same level as Naruto. Like when Naruto and Sasuke faced Zabuza, they really had to think outside the box to take on this Jonin level dude.
What did Luffy had to do against Arlong? He had to think outside the box to catch a fish.
Bro, I saw that fight. I think Luffy pretty much had that fight the whole entire time.
No, that was an entire gigantic, strong, grown man fish against a 17-year-old rubber kid.
That can punch a sea monster in the face and knock it out.
Okay, that shark could bite the floor and completely destroy it.
Bro, I'm sorry. There was no point in that fight that I thought Luffy was going to lose. The only time I thought Luffy
got
was
into
gonna
that
lose.
water and Arlong threw Luffy into the water. I mean,
Bruh.
and then not to mention, like, that's probably one of the few ass pulls like One Piece has. All right, One Piece has a couple ass
Bruh,
pulls.
the only
But-
fight I thought, the first fight.
Because
that I
Sanji was
thought
able. Sanji should have never been able to save Luffy from underwater by kicking a rock
Hold
that hard.
on. The only fight, well, I can't say only. The first fight where I thought Luffy was actually in real trouble was against Crocodile. Because technically Luffy should have died, I feel like, against Crocodile. But he's the main
Technically,
character.
Luffy almost died. Episode 48.
I mean,
he almost cut his head off, and
I
he
mean-
accepted it. Naruto has no moment that actually encapsulates that.
what, him almost dying?
Like, and just accepting it. Like, I'm sorry, nothing beats it for me when Luffy was literally on that podium, hands and head tied to the thing, and then next thing you know, this kid who's been yelling for the past 50 episodes, he's gonna become king, just easily is just like, hey guys, whoops, I'm dead, sorry about that, and then God saves him. Like,
Okay, first
when
of all,
has Naruto ever
first
been
of all-
saved by God?
First of all, I'll save my opinion for when we do a full One Piece piece.
So I'm just
One
saying, like,
Piece
as much
piece.
as I like Naruto, a lot of other shonens have just like done things that I like better than what Naruto has given me. As much as I like it, I just can't find one thing for the other big three that I like more. Because I mean, as far as saves go, I like Bleach saves better. I mean, Ichigo pulling up to save Rukia, and he had an entire phoenix on his back with his sword, and he didn't look at the phoenix until it pushed him away. I mean, Naruto has nothing like that. The closest thing Naruto has is when Naruto saved Sakura from the delusion that she could fight
First of all,
Sasuke.
in Ichigo's case, that's all Ichigo does is saves a damsel in distress. That's it. At least Naruto had dreams and aspirations to be something bigger.
Yeah, and Ichigo had dreams of making sure that later on he got to clap cheeks.
But since I guess I'm the only Naruto pro in this room, I'll say one of my favorites Naruto moments had to be Madara Uchiha's debut, like full-fledged
Okay,
debut.
that's everybody's favorite debut. I mean, when he just completely annihilated an entire army
No, because
off
like this
the
man
hands.
has been built since part 1. Like he's been built up for years.
Hashirama should have had more time to shine.
I think he did. He did a lot.
I mean, first of all, the way they had Hashirama, the thing I really don't like about Naruto is like sometimes the inconsistency of the story. So they had Hashirama and Madara built as the god of ninja. Technically, that's Hashirama's nickname, the god of ninja.
Yeah.
But Madara's on that same level. So Madara is like the Buddha of ninja, I guess you could say. And Hashirama should have just bodied Sarutobi easily.
What are you talking about during the Orochimaru's?
It was Hashirama and what's his brother's name? Water
Say
dude.
the second Hokage.
Water dude.
No, but you gotta remember, like Orochimaru, like basically nullify a lot of their power.
Look, man.
'Cause,
all
he
I'm
wouldn't be able to
saying
control
is-
them otherwise.
All I'm saying is Hashirama off the hands should have been able to beat Sarutobi easily. Just off the hands. All taijutsu. If he could go against, think about what Madara did. In taijutsu, you don't need chakra. You just need to slap people, dude. He should have been
first
able
of all,
to go to Sarutobi.
I think what you're doing, you really are downplaying Sarutobi. I mean, he was the Hokage for a reason.
I'm not saying, but they be talking about an old man. All right, give Sarutobi his credit.
First of all,
let's give Sarutobi his credit. He was actually a very powerful ninja. That's understandable.
I was like,
that's
you're dissing a lot of old men in anime right now.
But Sarutobi, at the age of I think he was in his 60s when he died.
Yeah.
60s are probably a little bit older. So heading close to his 70s. Yeah, sure. Chakra and being a ninja might help a little bit, but I'm pretty sure there was some arthritis somewhere in them knees. So you telling me this man was able to keep up with the god of Shinobi, even downplayed that well with help?
But think about it when Superman and Batman. As much as I love Batman can't beat Superman right off the bat. But when Superman downplayed, Batman
Superman doesn't know how to
chance.
fight though. Superman doesn't know how to actually.
Yeah, but I feel like
fight.
you are downplaying Sarutobi a little bit though.
Sarutobi.
Sarutobi.
I mean, maybe I am, but I just for the way they had that build up and what they had Madara do. When I saw what Madara could do, and then I'm learning that Hashirama was on that same playing field or even stronger. I'm sitting here like.
But you gotta remember, Kabuto had a different
he had
spell casting.
He had the full Edo Tensei. No, he had the Kabuto had the actual reanimation jutsu. So Orochimaru's was kind of like his own version.
No, they both had the same jutsu. It's the same jutsu. Kabuto perfected it and made it better.
Oh, okay. That's what
basically, Orochimaru could not control the power of both the first and second Hokage, so he downplayed it significantly. So he can still control them, because if he couldn't control them, then actually nothing really happened. They would just go back to being themselves, I guess.
And they would have completely obliterated.
But yeah, Hashirama got built up pretty nice, because when Orochimaru did bring them back, they could have broken out of it at any time. He just chose not to.
That's so stupid though. Why would you not try to stop from killing your pupil? Well, Sarutobi was trained by the second Hokage. So, but Hashirama still knew Sarutobi. He knew him as a child. I don't know, man. It's just that as much as with the Madara build up and how much Madara gave us, and Madara was one of the most savage characters ever introduced. I actually really would have liked a fight between those two in that moment before, what happened in the war with Madara. I mean, they really should have had that fight, because I think everybody else in the battlefield would have just went home. They would have been we're just gonna let y'all handle this.
Oh man! One more thing I want to say, and I will say this is one reason why I prefer Naruto as a whole over One Piece, is because I personally, I like the powers in One Piece. I mean, shout out to Law. I just think the powers in Naruto, to me, are just way cooler and way better. I think so. I mean, yeah.
I can give you that the jutsus are really cool, and I like the fact that a lot of them are things that a lot of people can use. So you can have a whole army doing a fireball jutsu or a flame dragon bomb jutsu.
Bro, couldn't Sasuke just put Luffy in a Genjutsu and just win?
I mean, Luffy's kind of dumb, so that might not have even worked on him.
Actually, that worked even easier, because I think the simpler the mind, the easier it will work.
Whatever. Actually, yeah, Luffy's actually really subjected to hypnosis too. Whatever. That's what the crew is for. So
I mean,
it would never work on Brook. Oh yeah, yo, Brook would totally take Sasuke in a fight.
What you mean?
Brook don't have eyes.
That don't mean nothing. Sasuke has other things. Does Brook have a sword, like a cool cane sword?
Actually, I think Brook is underrated. Brook is a highly talented swordsman. And he's also fast enough to run on water. To run on water. So I don't know. Brook does Naruto stuff without being Naruto.
Right, if we ever do a One Piece versus Naruto, oh man,
that'll definitely be an episode. Yo, put that in the comments if you want that to be an episode. One Piece versus Naruto. Who wins?
I got some heat for you.
I mean, oh boy, I got some longevity for you. You know what I'm saying? That longevity don't lie. But it also let's apply consistencies. So to move on to the things that we just have issues. Even though I kind of went on it. I went on it a little bit.
I'm the only person that actually I kind of went on a positive. So you already said your piece already. So
I got some other problems.
Let me go first, because you already spent 20 minutes already dogging my show.
Fine. Go ahead.
But I think one of the biggest issues. I mean, we all know how Naruto ended. I think everyone has a huge issue with that. Kishimoto didn't know how to beat Madara, so he brought in some alien that has the easiest weakness. They just steal her away. So that part, it doesn't take away anything from me. I still love the show. I can still go back and watch it and still enjoy it. But like, I think one of the biggest issues is some of the ass pulls Naruto has done. Case in point, Sasuke versus Deidara. Like I said, it's still one of my favorite fights. Still love it. They're underrated. But the ending to that fight doesn't make any sense to me. So you mean tell me that both of them are out of chakra? They can't even move. Sasuke can't even have his Sharingan out anymore. He can barely throw a kunai. But this man is managed to summon Manda, Orochimaru summon. That's like Naruto needed so much help to get what's that toast name? Gamabunta? Gamabunta. And you mean tell me that Sasuke like summon him, have him eat him, unsummon him, and then come back? All in the span of a couple seconds? I think at that end of the fight, it should either been a draw or Sasuke's victory. So I don't know how Sasuke managed to pull that off.
I mean, I agree. That was one of the fights. I mean, I highly enjoyed that fight until that moment because it was kind of weird how he did that. And I think the fact that he used Manda instead of like his own personal snake thing, because
he didn't have his own personal snakes.
Yes, he did.
When?
He had that joke in the last fight. You tell me out of nowhere.
No, that's after Manda died.
Yeah, but he had that snake.
No, he got that snake after Manda.
Whatever. Orochimaru had Manda. Which, actually, in all honesty, Manda didn't even like Orochimaru. Manda was like the biggest douchebag.
Why do you think Sasuke controlled Manda?
I mean, he was the biggest douchebag ever. Because even then, I was so happy when Gamabunta just stabbed him in the mouth. And then, actually, I will say that. I do like that about Naruto. They let Naruto move on from Gamabunta to Gamagichi.
That is true.
And I like Gamagichi a little bit better.
Gamagichi, I agree.
Yeah, I like that little tone. I mean, he was really funny.
He was funny.
He was funny as hell. And then, not to mention, he came back with the sword and smoking. I was like, yo, right? So you got to see the tone on the come up. He was like, man, I got kids.
Okay, first off, we don't condone smoking. Don't do it.
I mean, do what you want. I don't care.
No, okay, Curtis, I'm saying do not smoke.
I mean, I don't. So, I mean, if you want to be like me, sure. But I mean, you just want to be you, do you. I mean, that's kind of what One Piece is about. You being you. It is what it is, baby.
See, like, you're trying to get people freaking lung cancer. I'm trying to say.
Nah, I mean, I'm telling people to do what they want to. So, at the end of the day, if you do, you can't say it's my fault. You know what I'm saying? You living your life, cuz. But, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? When Gamagichi pulled up and he was smoking and he had the little pipe or whatever, and then he had his sword, I was like, yo, this toad that came all the way up, cuz. Although it was funny. I also did like that because not only did they introduce Gamagichi's brother, which is an ugly ass toad, and this, you know, when Naruto was trying to learn how to combine natures, and then he was like, oh, I'm the one that can use water style. I love how he talked though. That's what was so ugly, but it was just so funny, bro. There was a little fat ugly toad, but it always was funny when he was there, just always talking. Now Gamagichi, I'm hungry, but we'll get you something to eat later.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm not lying. I impersonated those two so much as a kid. I love those two so much, man. Then this, you know, I just like the fact that they let him move on for Naruto. The rest of them, I mean, Sasuke had to go steal another snake, and Sakura just got
kept the slug.
Katsuyu. I mean, Katsuyu is the best out of all.
I mean, Katsuyu, like, bro, she's actually pretty OP.
Katsuyu was like the jump.
Like, bro, she can like break herself down into like, I think probably thousands, millions of herself, and then just heal people, everyone.
Yeah, so
bro, she can cure this virus if she was here.
Oh yeah, she could cure Corona if she wanted to. COVID-19, Katsuyu battle, we need that. But yeah, I don't know. So is that it for you talking about things you didn't like though?
I mean, there's other things like most of the stuff I don't like. I guess can you sit them plot holes or just like.
Naruto does have ass plot holes. They really do.
I'm trying to think of what's a good plot hole.
I'll tell you my favorite plot hole.
What's yours?
Why in the hell did the village be so mean to a goddamn orphan? An
He
orphan.
was a demon.
No.
Wait. This is my issue with the plot hole. This is my issue with it. Okay. People knew that Naruto was going to be born, so they just forgot about that?
I mean, the thing with, I don't know.
So they just forgot that the fourth child is on the way, and they just forgot about it. He has the same blonde hair.
Well, first off, the only thing I can say with that is that if you didn't know Naruto was already born, one thing is you could have said was that, oh no, when Kushina lost the Nine Tails, the child died with her.
See, that could work if Naruto didn't look like Minato.
Yeah, he was a carbon copy of that man, though.
So
He was a carbon copy.
I'm
of
thinking
that
maybe
man.
the third placed a law where you can't bring it up.
He said that the fourth Hokage placed the law. It was like nobody mentioned that that's his son, but there was nothing when Minato showed up and talked to the third Hokage. It was like, hey, make sure you don't tell people this is my kid, so he can get bullied and hated.
See, this is why when Minato showed up during the pain fight when Naruto punched him, he kind of deserved it.
I mean, I was so happy when Naruto punched Minato, but then again, though, when Naruto saw the third Hokage again, he should have been like, hey, I saw this. Why you ain't tell me this is my pops, nigga?
That was during the war. They had other things to deal with.
I would have took the time out and be like, hey, yo, third, let's strategize real quick. Bitch ass.
So you can go from fighting for your life in a war to taking on some
I
petty
would have
shit.
enjoyed myself thoroughly punching the third Hokage for that. Because, I mean, it's just so weird. Like,
Technically, Sasuke should be punching third too, because technically speaking, he could have
wanted to
stopped.
kill him.
He could have stopped.
but first off, I ain't gonna lie.
massacre.
That is one of my favorite things though. When Toby Rama, that's his name. So yeah, so when you
Why
had
did we
all
not
the
get
three,
that at first?
I mean,
he's
his
not
name's-
the first.
I mean, his name's Toby.
Hey, don't
black
hate- don't
people
hate on
should
Toby.
black people shouldn't like that name anyway. So
I mean, you didn't like Toby?
my name is Kunta. So when Toby Rama showed up and he just completely just like owned Sasuke, because Sasuke was talking cash shit.
He was.
he was like,
He was.
oh yeah, I'm a Uchiha. Oh yeah, I plan on destroying the leaf. Oh, are you? Lifted a finger, and the next thing you know, Sasuke was like, I mean, I was planning on it.
Okay, first of all,
I could always go with a plan B.
Even though Sasuke is my favorite character, I had to be real and say like, Sasuke used to talk shit, maybe too much shit.
Sasuke talked shit to every. Then he pulled up on Itachi. He was like, "I'm finally strong enough to fight you." And then next thing you know, you just like, okay.
Okay, well, actually, to be fair, during the Itachi Sasuke fight, there was one moment. Itachi was legit scared for his life. If he did not have Susanoo, he would have died.
There was one moment.
Kirin.
There was one moment where Itachi realized he forgot to take his medicine, and it was like,
man. I
damn.
still remember that moment. I still remember this. Itachi was scared. When he saw that, he was legit scared.
And Itachi was probably just a little bit impressed. He was just like,
No,
oh.
you didn't see what I saw. I saw fear in that man's
And
eyes.
I saw him like, oh, he did get a little bit better. Okay, bro. I see you, broski. I didn't think you had to make me push. Hey, man, you made me hit my final form, cuz. Broski, I thought you was still gonna be little, Chidori, and I'd have to put you up against the wall
At
again.
least now we know that Sasuke currently couldn't wax Itachi. And don't you dare say otherwise. Don't make that face. Like Sasuke now
man,
could
look.
definitely kill Itachi.
It lasted a day or
But
two.
even like good example when he fought B, he was talking all that shit. And
Oh
B,
man,
whooped
B.
his
Yo,
ass.
I have to say, man, like, I mean, when B was introduced, that has to be one of my favorite like debuts all time. Because here's the cool thing about B though. The cool thing with B was introduced after all these other Jinchuriki were getting waxed.
That is
like
true.
Second Tails,
Cause didn't the second tails get owned by
Three
Hidan and
Tails
Kakuzu?
was controlled by Toby with the
Yesterday, Akatsuki was flexing on
like,
Tail
I mean,
Beast.
the Five Tails, he got captured. The Six Tails, you had that whole arc of him with the bubbles, and that was weird. And then
that
slime.
nasty looking with six tails. wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it's the slime monster.
I would hate to be the Jinchuriki for that one.
Actually, when he talks, it was actually kind of nice when he had that conversation with all the tail beasts, and they were
Yeah.
all just joking on Kurama. Whatever. But yeah, I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Actually, I probably would have hated like the little butterfly, gigantic thing, great moth.
You hate to be the Jinchuriki for
shit-
that one.
I think that was like the Seven Tails.
Yeah.
That shit was ugly. But yeah, like the Six Tails, you get to hang out with Uta, and then you like, yeah, you're cool. And then afterwards, Hidan and Kakuzu pull up and just on him, but B was like, y'all gonna send the kid after me?
But
you think the
this
kid
is
gonna
what
beat me?
upset me about that fight. I feel like, cause like I said, B whooped that ass easily. But why couldn't Sasuke just pull out like Amaterasu just at the beginning and just fry his ass? He technically
still would have been able to block it with the 8-tail. Yeah.
Nah, man. Even when he went full 8-tails,
but he also tore off a piece.
That's the only how he was able to escape.
Yeah, so I mean, he could have did that, or he could have did like the Raikage and cut that arm off.
Not like the whole body was covered in the flames.
Yeah, but I mean, at that point though, Sasuke's eyes were pretty weak too.
No, that was the first time he ever used it. It didn't get super weak until.
But he was fighting for a while, so I'm pretty sure he was pretty drained.
But I will give Sasuke this much though. This man had one of the best interests when he first went to the 5 Kage summit, and he held his own. Like he held his own. Then went on to fight Danzo.
Interesting way to say he held your own, because he definitely.
Technically,
if Toby did not show up, I mean Obito didn't show up, like Sasuke would have been dead.
Nah, but he technically could have killed him. He technically could have.
He probably could have killed like one.
No, I think he could have killed 2 of them.
What 2 could he kill?
He could have killed the Raikage.
Nah.
Yeah, he could have.
Nah.
Right.
He caught the Raikage slipping.
Okay, when Raikage was jumping down and when Sasuke was covering himself in Amaterasu, there was no dodging that. He was gonna get fucked by the flames.
Whatever. He would have figured out something. He would have used that lightning shield.
But then to go on to take on Danzo, beat Danzo, then to fight Kakashi for a little bit, then to still clash with Naruto in the end. You gotta give Sasuke his props on that, to do all of that and still have to.
I mean, his eyes was tired. I mean, it's not like chakra. It's not like his chakra was extinguished. His eyes were just giving out on him.
I mean, he was using Chidori a lot. He was using the Genjutsu. He was using a lot of jutsus.
That's true.
Especially with his fight with Danzo.
That's true.
But it's still one of my favorite fights.
I mean, he probably had a pretty good, power boost.
I'll say I like the Danzo Sasuke fight over Sasuke and Deidara. I think Danzo and Sasuke is the better fight.
One thing I liked with that fight was when Sasuke caught those wind shurikens.
That was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool. And he just threw them back. I like that part.
And that's when Sasuke turned full evil for the first time.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I don't know. I kind of like the fact they brought Sasuke back as a good guy, whatever. I don't know. I will say this much though. Naruto had way too many movies.
What you mean?
I can honestly say I only liked maybe like 4 of those movies.
How many movies does Naruto even have?
If you count original Naruto and Naruto Shippuden, I would say 9.
Yeah, but that's.
I like the stone. I like the first one.
For Shippuden.
I like the first one. The snow thing. That was fun. Snow. Yeah, because not to mention also the actress lady was cute. I liked the second one, the Stone of Jelly, Gillet, however you call it.
That was pretty good too.
Didn't like that third one. That little kid that they had introduced was annoying.
I gotta look back at all the movies. I forgot how many movies Naruto had.
I like the first Naruto Shippuden movie. I love that princess lady.
Which one was that one?
The one where they had it started when Naruto was dead, and they had a burial for him and everything. Yeah, I love that princess lady. That princess lady was so cool.
My favorite Naruto movie was it was
Blood Prison
Bonds.
was terrible. I hated Blood Prison.
Blood Prison was okay, but now Bonds was still my favorite because that was the first time we got to see Sasuke and Naruto work together in a long time. So that kind of did my heart justice seeing that. Sasuke didn't talk at all to Naruto. They still
I thought it was weird though because it was that moment where they were standing together and then Naruto Rasengan away, the little podium he was handing on, and then Sasuke just flew away. I was like, bruh, literally.
He could have used that backup.
I was like, bruh, literally, you were just getting owned. What are you doing?
Hey, you're gonna be a man and you're gonna take care of it himself.
I don't know. Jiraiya could have helped out that entire movie and he just didn't.
I like the doctor's and the main dude's assistant.
I like that
villain's
chick.
Assistant.
I like that chick. That chick was cool. She was a little bit younger. I think. I don't know.
She might have been. Wasn't that much younger than Naruto.
Oh, okay. I just remember that she had the little crush on Naruto. That was just that was cool. The princess lady in the first movie. She was ready to give them cheeks up to Naruto. She was
How old was she?
They're probably the same age. I think she was 15.
I thought she was older.
No, I think she was 15.
I know. I thought she was just I didn't think she was too much older.
Hey man, I ain't looking at that movie in a minute. It's on Netflix, but I ain't look back at it in a minute. I just remember I liked it. I watched it last year. I did watch it last year, And I remember they're close in age. And I remember Naruto didn't like her at first because she was real pampered and stuff. And it turns out she actually did care about a lot of the people she grew up with. But, you know what I'm saying?
I do have a question for you, though. If you can choose 3 jutsus, like for use in real life, which jutsus would you use and why?
3 jutsus.
I think I already know mine.
I would use the summoning jutsu because if I could summon a dragon, I'm summoning that every single time. Does the ocular eyes count?
Yeah, it should count.
Okay, I'd want the Rinnegan because at that point I'm Jesus. Last thing I would want. Not Woodstyle. Woodstyle takes way too much chakra. I'd probably want the Rasen Shuriken.
Okay.
I can't lie. The Rasen Shuriken, when I first saw it, and Naruto just hit old buddy with it, and he flew away. And then when you learn how to throw it with Sage Mode, because I can learn Sage Mode at any point. And then when he threw it with Sage Mode, everybody was just like, oh, the Rasen Shuriken, we just don't have to get close to him. And then he threw it, and everybody was like, that nigga threw it! I ain't gonna lie, that was one of my hypest moments, boy.
Man. Okay, for me, I want whatever power that Naruto used to create an eyeball. Whatever that was, I want it.
That came from the Rinnegan.
He doesn't have the Rinnegan.
Whatever.
So whatever Jesus jutsu power that was, I want that. Can I choose a power from the Rinnegan?
No, choose the Rinnegan.
But like, I don't want those purple eyes.
I'd be cool with it.
I would look weird as fuck.
Oh.
Okay, you know, I'll just stick. I would want the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, so I don't go even more blind than I already am.
You trying to Bill Cosby bitches?
No. No.
She blink, and next thing you know, she wake up like, whoa, what happened to my drawers? I don't know.
Bro, that's fucked up. That's fucked up.
I don't know. No.
Oh man, God dang it! Why are our heroes monsters? Like, why is everybody all of a sudden like going to jail?
Whatever, man. We just keep going.
And then my third power is Minato's power to teleport wherever his symbol's at. So, I mean, the bad part is I have to actually travel to the place first, place the symbol.
Yeah.
But once I do that, I can just pretty much go wherever I want. Like, let's say I travel to Italy once everything blows over. I could put a symbol there and, hey, Mike, you trying to take a trip to Italy?
No.
Bam. Oh. Or maybe we go to Japan and we can just...
But then again, though, if I got the Rinnegan, I ain't never gonna die. As soon as I start feeling bad, get a clone and be like, hey, bring me back to life, cuz. There we go. Got the almighty push.
But what if your clone, like, I guess becomes aware and like, nah, fuck you. You keep killing me all the time.
Yeah, I just disabled a clone.
But nah, Naruto couldn't do it. But yeah, there was a whole thing with Naruto couldn't do it.
You could disable the shadow clone. You can disable the jutsu. So, yeah.
Why couldn't Naruto do it that one
He's
episode?
an idiot. That's why.
Oh, man. With our powers, we'd be pretty beastly.
I mean, we were pretty beastly, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you. We probably take over, like, Uganda or something.
We're gonna take over the world.
Nah,
you
I
can't die.
I just take over some places in Africa so I can still have my black queens. I'll probably take over Egypt again just so I can be like Pharaoh and then somebody. I'll just turn you like Moses or something.
Wait, what? What?
But
I mean, honestly, man, like if I had to take over a country, I'd take over Japan.
Hey man,
I have all the access to all the anime.
I'm trying to get away from the ninjas. But overall, just for Naruto, I'll definitely say it was a solid show. And as far as influence goes on current gen, I think Naruto gets a little bit too much credit.
What you mean? I mean, like, our 2 favorite current shows have some influences from Naruto.
Of one, Black Clover, the creator actually came through and said that he's actually made that show pretty much wanting a berserk that could be told to children and younger boys, not children but younger kids. So I always thought that Asta, because everybody tried to call Asta another Naruto, I always saw him as another Luffy,
I mean, I see him with Naruto isms. It's like Naruto's story with a Luffy personality.
Yeah, so I just saw Asta as a Luffy. I never really. Everybody was like, "Oh, this is just a yelling Naruto." Like, no, this is a yelling Luffy.
I mean, I can't lie to you, man. First time seeing Asta, I did get some Naruto vibes.
I thought Luffy. I mean, first of all, Asta is much more disciplined. He's clean. He's good at housekeeping and housework and chores. And also, he's a very dutiful person. Naruto, he never disrespects his older.
Okay, that don't mean nothing. No, like your son can be clean as fuck, and it's still technically got influence from you.
Okay, once you say bitch or something, but outside of that though, like, you know what I'm saying, he got the other part. He got the cleanliness from his mama. I ain't got no child, by the way.
But I do say that like you can see a lot of influence in My Hero.
But the thing with My Hero is.
Like Midoriya is like a, I love Midoriya. He's a crying Naruto.
The cast, I actually always thought Midoriya was like a crying Ichigo.
A crying Ichigo?
Yeah.
Really?
Because Ichigo was a student. He's a good student. He was actually very good in studies. He actually was very good at analyzing things. Naruto, while he could pick up on things, he wasn't all that great at analyzing things. People normally had to point stuff out to Naruto in fights.
See, one reason I had
or the villain had to tell Naruto what was going on. Haku had to be like, "Oh, you can't figure out what was going on with my mirrors? I'll tell you what's going on with my mirrors." Like, why? You could have just killed him.
I mean, the only reason why I have to kind of disagree, because to me, Ichigo just seemed like the type of protagonist that will only do something if like something's happening. If like his friend gets kidnapped, then he'll spring into action. He's not doing stuff.
That's what heroes are. Heroes are reactionary.
Midoriya is trying to like do more than that. He's not just doing stuff out of reaction. He's trying to better himself too.
Only thing else Midoriya would have been able to do is be like, "Oh, hey, I'm gonna be a hero." You know what? They can be proactive, getting an endorsement.
Hey, he did get the mother of all endorsements.
That's it. Like, he can get an endorsement, but Ichigo, he was fighting invisible monsters and human beings. Yeah, so what is he supposed to do?
If that didn't happen, Ichigo probably just be on the couch.
And then not to mention, like, people just kept attacking him.
Bro, at least Midoriya's trying to become a hero. Ichigo's not doing nothing.
Ichigo didn't want to. Exactly. He was like, "Hey,
lazy bastard."
No, he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna be a good student. I'm gonna be top 20 in my class." Because actually, a lot of people need to remember that Ichigo graduated top 20.
Midoriya 4. So
I mean, Bakugo is 2. No, Bakugo is 3. Ida is 2. Momo is 1.
Yeah.
Damn. Either way.
And Luffy's like not even on the board.
First of all, they don't have school, so it's whatever. But yeah, so as far as influence goes, I do think that Naruto gets a little bit, because everybody will be like, "Oh, this is a Naruto clone." Well, why can't Touches a Naruto be in here? No, it's a Naruto clone. Like, no, it's not a Naruto clone. Can we stop saying that? So Naruto fans, y'all can be kind of annoying.
You gotta think about what Naruto has done. Naruto's done different things than One Piece and Bleach has done.
Well, first off, a lot of these creators would have grown up with One Piece beforehand, because I think a lot of them say that One Piece is their favorite. Because, I mean, you have to admit, if you're a manga creator, you die to do what Oda's done. Like, you would sell your soul to be able to do what Oda's did with a 20-year story.
I don't think they're trying to make... I don't think no one's going to try to do a One Piece clone, because that'd be impossible.
Because they can't.
Freaking,
that skill,
take too long.
That skill.
It would take too long.
But you got to admit, though, Oda, on top of skill, story writing, flashbacks, his art is just fire. I mean, them color pages. I will give Tabata, Black Clover's creator, a 1-up in Kishimoto for art, because I like Black Clover art a little bit better than Naruto art. I think Horikoshi has the best character designs, though.
Okay, let me say something real quick, since Mike just wants to talk about One Piece, apparently.
I mean, I started that off with other shows, so it's whatever.
But I do think that when it comes to Black Clover and My Hero, they do take a little bit of inspiration from Naruto, not all the way, but you can tell there's bits and pieces of Naruto
I
there.
didn't say that they didn't take inspirations. I said Naruto influence gets over exaggerated.
Not really, fam.
It's over exaggerated. Calling Black Clover a Naruto clone.
That I disagree with.
Calling My Hero a Naruto clone.
That I also disagree with. Technically, I thought
That's
Black Clover was more in the realm of fairy tale than
That's
Naruto.
What I'm saying. Everybody goes through and says Naruto has just completely everything is just taken from Naruto.
No, because when Naruto, from its story to its excellent character development, of course people are going to take bits and pieces from Naruto and put it in their shows. That's why people are saying like, hey, this is a Naruto clone. And to be fair, is that really a bad thing at the end of the day? Because Naruto is a good show. Is that really a bad thing?
In a way, yes, because it stops people from enjoying the shows for what they are. Here's the thing. If you want to say something has inspiration, some other things, like One Piece is inspired by Dragon Ball Z. That's easy to say. I would never, ever in my life compare or say that One Piece is a Dragon Ball clone. Even though with Toei Animation it had the same sound effects and stuff like that, it's not a clone. One Piece is completely different. Luffy is completely different from Goku. But people go through and say, oh, Midoriya is just a crying Naruto. No, Midoriya is a protagonist that cries a lot. And Naruto wasn't even somebody that didn't go with powers. So you couldn't even say that, oh, this is Naruto because they get to have family strife. No, Midoriya grew up with a mother and I think a father. And
we will never know.
We will never know. And, you know, he just grew up quirkless. Naruto, at the end of the day, he couldn't control his powers because of Naruto, but he had chakra. He could do jutsus. His story was completely different from Midoriya and Asta, but everybody says, oh, they just stole this from Naruto. No, Asta grew up in an orphanage. Naruto, while an orphan, was not growing up in an orphanage that was poor. He got money from the third Hokage. So that's what I'm saying. People throw things on these other shows.
Well, here's what I think. I think that one, I'm super happy that Naruto is able to still carry on through these shows. But for people who say that they're Naruto clones, still give these shows a chance, because even though they got hints of Naruto in them, like Black Clover and My Hero, there's 2 shows. All these shows have stuff. Every show that you're saying that is a Naruto clone, they have something that makes them stand out and makes them what they are, make them like unique in their own way. That's why like My Hero cannot be just a copy and paste of Naruto, just like Black Clover can't be that. They have bits and pieces in there for inspiration, like maybe some callbacks, but other than that, they have their own thing, they have their own systems, and it should be treated with the same amount of respect.
Yes, I'm kind of confused on where you're disagreeing with me.
No, like I feel like you're trying to say that they don't have any type of.
No, I said, do you know the definition of over exaggerated?
No, I do that. I don't agree with it's over exaggerated, because a lot of shows do have.
Yes,
Naruto
it's over exaggerated. When you call something a clone of something else, that means they point by point took everything and gave it.
I mean, but if you look at Black Clover and My Hero at the very beginning, I mean, I'm not gonna get mad if someone says that.
But they even try to say,
if you watch it, then you're gonna see the differences.
But they even try to say that, like, I heard somebody one time say that Food Wars was taken after Naruto. I'm like, Food Wars, anything is taken after One Piece. I did hear that before. Not that many people have said it, but I've heard it before. So, I mean, you just see people who try to go through and throw Naruto at so many new gens. You can't even say Naruto was all that inspirational for Boruto, because, I mean, Boruto is just so much different than Naruto. And when I say it's over exaggerated, it's just that it's too many comparisons to just Naruto. It's like people forget.
Agree on.
It's like people forget that, you know, One Piece is highly influential. I think right now with where Black Clover is at in the manga, it's taking that influence from One Piece.
Yeah, see, for me, Black Clover, like if you look at the beginning, you can see a lot of Naruto isms, but as the story progresses, you can see more One Piece.
Well, actually, I'd say you could see where they would get the ideas from, but as far as I think since people threw Naruto and so many other shows, it stopped them from looking at what made that show special. So, especially with Black Clover, I mean, it was kind of the fault of how it was advertised, because some people were saying, like, it's the next Naruto and da-da-da-da-da. and stuff like that. They were just saying that this hit is going to be like Naruto, which I agree with. I mean, the story is fire. So, but as far as people just saying like, oh, this is a terrible clone of Naruto, like, no, this is a perfect clone of Black Clover. Why? Because it's Black Clover. Because it's different. So that's what I mean by over exaggerated.
I mean, I still have to disagree with that. I don't think it's over exaggerated. I think like a lot of shows do take after Naruto in bits and pieces. Not all the way. It's not like it's a carbon copy, but they do take bits and pieces. And I think that kind of just shows how much of an influence Naruto is, even over One Piece at times. I think Naruto is going to continue to influence even like decades from now.
Curtis, you still agree with me? It's not that. Cause you're thinking I'm saying Naruto doesn't have any. I mean, let's look at Asu's backstory. All right, no parents, has a demon inside of him. Technically, maybe it's inside the grimoire, whatever. We need that specified, whether the demon's inside of him or the book. And he's pretty much alienated from everybody. Midoriya, no dad, possibly. You know what I'm saying? Is alienated from everybody and acts different from most people. So he's pretty much by himself in that category. So yes, all three of them are by themselves in that category. But when you look at Luffy and he's introduced, he was by himself. At the point of when he's introduced in One Piece, he didn't meet anybody else with a devil fruit. Anytime he met somebody, they were surprised to see a devil fruit. So he was alienated in a way by himself, even though a lot of people have devil fruits. Even though I do wonder what that ratio is.
I have no idea.
I want to know that ratio, because that's probably like a 60-40.
Don't get me wrong, Mike. I do agree with you in mostly everything. It's just that I don't think it's an exaggeration. I just think that Naruto deserves all the clout he gets.
It's just my issue is that people only see Naruto in these shows when there are touches of other shows in here.
Hey, that just shows
as far
the strength of Naruto, though.
And also as far as originality, because if you want to say Black Clover is a Naruto clone, Black Clover is that clone that does women right. Because them female characters,
like, if you're gonna call it a clone, at least be a better clone. At least be basically.
I just never call
from whatever you think is these shows are more influenced with Naruto, One Piece. As long as they're just doing things better than the predecessors. That's all that matters. I think Black Clover and My Hero and other shows are doing better in some aspects than their predecessors. So as long as that just continues.
Yeah, but it's like it's hard to sit there and just say that one thing's a clone, and it's different to say like, oh, this is a clone, when you can really just say like, okay, this is the next generation of shonen. Because if you're in a certain style of telling a story, like harem animes follow certain clones. Not clones. Oh! Harem anime. Shut up. So harem animes follow certain formulas. Regular battle animes follow certain formulas. If somebody's OP or something like that, you know. So it's different ways. It takes a little bit of effort to actually make a story. Kind of like One Punch Man. That really pushes itself away from other stories, or Rising of the Shield Hero, where you have a thing where a guy starting off being falsely accused like a black man. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's just that when you have certain things, it's easier to start off with the formula. It's a formula. And then moving on to different things. Because technically, you could say that One Piece and Naruto are kind of taking things from Dragon Ball, where you have the character who's by himself and then he moves on and then meeting other people and it grows into something else.
Bro, I remember that one time I actually heard that someone called One Piece and Naruto clones of Dragon Ball. And I was like, what the fuck?
I remember when Daquan Whitshire was getting into One Piece and he kept saying like, how are y'all comparing Luffy to this man? Well, that was the problem.
Bro, people were comparing the joke Luffy. He made. I still remember when he first said like, well, I was watching One Piece and you know, it's one piece of shit. No, he said shit. I thought he was saying ass. I said shit. He's like, one piece of shit.
I don't know. I always thought that was funny, but yeah, it's just that when you call like my main thing that I just want to always like stress is that I never like it when people say that with Naruto, because one, it kind of breaks off into what made Naruto special by itself, and then B, it stops people from enjoying these shows for what they are. Like, My Hero is vastly different from Naruto. Black Clover, vastly different from Naruto. Food Wars, Boruto, I mean, Boruto has Naruto in it, and it's vastly different from Naruto.
I think between you and me, I think we're kind of on the same boat. I think we're on two different parts of the boat.
Agreeing. Yeah, we're agreeing. You're in the boiler room. I'm in the captain's deck. So
let's reverse that. Let's reverse that. I'm in the captain's quarters. You're like you're like the crow's nest or something.
Yeah, I'm in the crow's nest, probably with your lady, whatever. So we're. Here you go. Look at me.
Yes, I do. You know why? So low-key, I was in the captain's quarters with old girl. Let me stop.
But most definitely, I was definitely in the crow's nest, but he not.
But I think we are agreement. I just think that it's not as exaggerated as you do. That's just the only difference. It's exaggerated
to the point that it's stopping everybody from. It stops storytelling from being enjoyed.
Well, hey, even though Naruto's my favorite show, so I think, like I said, there's all the clout. I do think that as long as the people don't take it too far and still just enjoy these other shows.
That's what I've been saying this whole time.
Yeah, but you're trying to think you're making it seem like, oh, you got some Naruto in you, bad.
No, I'm saying when you just take it to where it's nothing but Naruto, like, oh, this is just Naruto redone. Like, no, stop. Naruto is special in its own way. The way it did its storytelling, the way it did its history. Like, granted, I won't say its backstories are better. One Piece is the king of backstories and flashbacks. I'm sorry.
Nah, but to me, I think
with how
what Naruto does is the character development. One Piece doesn't have that same character development that Naruto has. Good thing about it, you rethink none of the Straw Hats, they're still the same as that per people from the beginning. There's little differences. I will say there's little differences, but it's nowhere near as much Naruto. Gaara became a whole different person. Neji became a whole different person. Sasuke became a whole different person at the end.
And if we're being honest, some of that is bullshit.
No, it's not.
I mean, how did Gaara become a whole different person from a headbutt?
Not from the conversation.
Yeah, that taught no jutsu strong. But
exactly.
I don't know what Naruto be saying to these people.
You say that Luffy or Zoro are really different people from the beginning? No.
I mean, I can say Luffy is much more inspirational than Naruto.
I completely disagree, but
have you seen the fact that Luffy inspired his whole crew? I mean, how long did it take for people to believe Naruto would actually become Hokage?
Actually, pretty soon. Actually,
no. Every time somebody heard that, like, I'll be the next Hokage. Only people that believed it was probably Tsunade.
Yeah, I mean, besides Luffy's crew, who else believed he was going to become king eventually?
Jinbei.
After how many episodes?
Jinbei.
After how many episodes?
I mean, you got his village. His village got his back. His village turned up. That's the thing about it. Like, Naruto had to earn his respect for his village. Luffy just had to grow up.
All I'm saying is there's a reason why they call it Talk no Jutsu, not Taki no Mi or whatever it is.
Hey man, all it's called is cap catch that pussy.
But I do think Naruto is just more inspiring, just not from Naruto by himself, but a bunch of characters, man. I think just the message of Naruto has one of the best messages, has one of the best life lessons you'll learn. If you want to learn life lessons, watch Naruto.
If you want to get inspired to actually be a decent human being, watch One Piece, because all Naruto is gonna show you is oh, you could be a good guy until you start losing, then you could be a bad guy.
No, Naruto's going to show you never give up on your dreams and just keep working hard. Even when people tell you, oh, you can't do this or try to shit on you, you can always just pick yourself back up and keep going. That's why I think Naruto is one of the best.
Or you could just watch a plethora more anime, because I'm sorry, Curtis, I've watched a lot more anime than you, and I've just seen the story done better. As a lot of people like to say, and a lot of people like to be like, oh, Naruto is one of the best stories ever. It's no, Naruto has a lot of inconsistencies.
Hold on. Do not listen to Mike. Actually, I think you should definitely give Naruto a chance.
I would never tell nobody not to watch Naruto. There's
so many shows are better. You basically are undermining Naruto.
You know what? There are a lot of candies that are better than Snickers, but I'm not gonna tell nobody to never try Snickers. Hey, you want to try Snickers? That's cool.
Do you eat Snickers?
Yeah. Dog. Have it as my top 5 favorite candies? No. I mean, that's obviously Three Musketeers. But
what? Okay, we're not gonna get into that.
But I would still tell people to eat a Reese's cup.
But hey, either way, I still say watch Naruto. Form your own opinion. These are our opinions. I'm pro Naruto. I don't even know what Mike is.
I am. Naruto is a good sampler.
But definitely watch the show and get your own opinion of it. and then use that as like a catalyst to watch these other shows and stuff. Like, use it to get into other shows like Black Clover and My Hero. Like, let that be like the stepping stone into
Use it to get into decent harem anime, so that way you can see how actual love triangle should be, instead of like some weird, I like this person, but I'm gonna ignore this other person.
I mean, bruh, Luffy's asexual. He's not even gonna fuck no one.
Yeah, that tells you just to stay motivated for what you gotta do. You gotta push the pussy to the side sometimes. Like, it can be a distraction.
This proves that Naruto can multitask, unlike certain rubber boy.
Nah, yeah, he didn't multitask nothing. He ignored and chased. He chased the wrong thing, ignored the wrong thing. And he should have ignored Sakura and chased.
And to be fair, one person reached their goal. Who's king? No one.
Who's still building his empire? I mean,
who got their empire already? Who already got it?
I mean, Naruto got to just take an actual already established village. Luffy actually has to build his entire fleet, which he's done.
Technically, they had to rebuild the village from the ground up because someone
construction.
destroyed it.
Yeah, construction.
But Naruto already reached his goal. He even got this lady in the end. Luffy's probably gonna be like, dude, get no one.
Nah, Luffy's just gonna do whatever he wants. So he's about to have like an actual harem. And what can you say? He's a criminal. He can do what he wants.
Yeah, do you really want to follow a criminal? Let me stop. Luffy is amazing. He's amazing.
Exactly. He's a criminal with a heart of gold and balls of gold.
And technically, my favorite character was technically a criminal for like the longest time.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Technically, still exiled for it in some form of way.
Yeah.
So,
but hey, man, regardless of our opinions, we can say that Naruto is a decent show to get into. I can't wait till we actually start breaking down other shows. Like, I would like to talk about One Piece. Even though we talk a lot about One Piece here, I like to talk.
Oh no! I mean, what I've talked about in One Piece here is just like barely scratching like your toenail.
Exactly. And even though like our main focus was Naruto, we're still gonna continue talking about other shows. Is that Naruto is gonna be like either the catalyst of the argument or the conversation, or just the main focus.
The only thing I'll say with Naruto, and the reason why it's so influential here in the West, because I mean, if you go to Japan, One Piece is that king. But if you're talking about for the West, I will say that Naruto was a different show in how it didn't get altered that much, censored. There we go. It did not get censored that much.
The opening that came to the States was fire. We're not gonna talk about opening one.
Yeah, that was trash. So I would say that Naruto definitely was. It was good because it was something on Cartoon Network that actually had a very mature theme to it, and it wasn't censored or changed to where character names were different and stuff like that. And that gave children, especially if you was like, because it came out, 2004?
I believe so.
So yeah, so if you were 9 or 10 years old and you were seeing this thing where, like, Iruka saved Naruto and actually took a gigantic shuriken to the back, how did he survive that? Ass pull number one.
Ass pull number one. The very first ass pull.
That was the very first ass pull.
I think their first ass pull was when Naruto made all them shadow clones to beat up, what's that dude's name? Mizuki?
No, that's not an ass pull. He can still use Nine Tails chakra. It just, he just has to be like angered. Remember, that was a desperate situation. So that fits. So yeah, so with that one, the story was just so much different than what you had at the point in time. I mean, especially at that point, it was like Ben 10 and Generator Rex. I still love Generator Rex.
I mean, do you remember that crossover between Generation Rex and Ben 10?
Yeah, that was fun.
Right?
But I mean, Naruto is so much different from those stories, and the fact that people were, dying. So it was a much different tale. So I think that took more for the younger generation. And when you get, kids now into it and stuff, I think it's one of the easier pills to swallow and kind of understand. Because this is a pretty simple story told in the beginning. So, I think that's why it's so influential here in the West. And I give it its credit for that always. So definitely one of the top favorites. Also one of the best stories. And one of the funnest casts. I love the cast of Naruto.
I think like one of the reasons why I think I'm just pro Naruto, that I've been like on the Naruto ship, because I got into Naruto like when I was younger, during a time where I wasn't really in the best place mentally, and Naruto kind of helped me through that tough period. So I think that's why I have Naruto a little bit closer to my heart a little bit, just because like how much it kind of helped me get out of the funk I was in back when I was younger.
Nah, bro. I was just 9, and then like I was like, ooh, ninjas, and I liked it a lot. So I can definitely see why I like Naruto. I just like good stories.
See, at least I had the personal reason why.
Yeah, I mean, nah. So for me, that's what I really liked about it, and personally, it's what I think is one of the best things about it. It's the fact that it's something that you can just get into easily, and you can like it easily. So most definitely, overall, Naruto, top contender, one of the top best stories ever made. Something that's highly loved, and it should be. So, yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to like see what other shows will pop out in the next few years, and we'll see what will also have Naruto as an influence.
I mean, that Bleach comeback might start influencing things. So
Actually, that
highly
really
possible.
true. Like, yeah, like
People don't forgot about Bleach. Yeah, so I'm really excited for that. And for any of y'all who have any thoughts on Naruto, be sure to put them down there if it was your first anime you were introduced to. I mean, I had a lot of other animes.
I mean, if you enjoy Naruto, believe it in the comments. Just saying.
Oh, not to mention, I also had Yusuke as my backbone. So I definitely, like, when I first saw Naruto, I was like, Yusuke, like, he ain't got nothing on Yusuke. So for me, I think that's why I never really cared too much for the story, because I was like, man, that Yu Yu Hakusho was, for me as a kid, it was the GOAT before I found out how just good One Piece was. So, most definitely, that's another thing. But, any comments on some of the topics we touched on here, be sure to leave them in the comment section. If you have any thoughts on the show yourself, you also toss them in there. We could probably have a conversation about it or stuff. As always, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel.
Believe it.
Whatever. As long as you don't surpass your limits or whatever.
Believe it.
And also, if you can, go check out the podcast on some of the other streams that we'll be having it on. You actually just got it set up with Anchor, Spotify, the Breaker, all these other things. We'll have all those listed. And also, be sure to always surpass your limits.
And I mean, I feel like I can't say plus ultra because this is Naruto, so I'm gonna say, I already said believe it.
Sorry, I'm watching the quote-unquote Naruto clone, so I can definitely say that. Break the rules all the time, baby.
Fine. Plus ultra.
And we will definitely catch you next time.
This shit is too easy. Tell them I have no rivals. When I walk up in the spot, they know they nothing to me, and they gotta beg for their survival.